Hi, I have Dr. Paula Horan here with me, and she's an author. She practices non-dual awareness, and she has a retreat, co-empowerment, and does a lot of other workshops like Reiki, EFT. In fact, a lot of people have learned Reiki, and and everybody can have their lineage back to Paula in some way or the other. So I'll turn the stage now to Paula to talk about her latest workshop that she's going to do on EFT.
Hi, I'm Dr. Paula Horan,
Right.
and I'm really happy to be here today with Leo to talk about EFT. He is one of my favorite tools for completing karma. Many people know me here in India as the person who brought Reiki to India. I taught my first Reiki class in Mumbai back in 1989, and after I wasn't able to come back again until 92, but after 92, I stayed because that's when I met my guru, Papaji, who was one of the three main disciples of Ramana Maharshi. And then I spent 6 years with him, which had a profound effect on my life. I mean, he's the one I really give credit to for waking me up fully. Just like, wow. Yeah. And so after his passing in 1997, I was actually not looking for another guru. But due to my past life karma in the Tibetan Buddhist system, I happened to meet an amazing master who I had been with in a past life. And so I began, and it just so happened that my husband, at the time, we had separated long ago, and I've since had another husband, and he passed away. So, but yeah, back when I was with my German husband, we both had karma with this particular Tibetan master. And
Right.
so I spent almost 20 years with him until he passed, and have done a lot of things in the Himalayas in right near Mount Kailash, where I actually then met my last
Right.
husband, who a great Tibetan Rinpoche who spent years in a retreat sitting in a box. So
Right.
he has been one of my greatest inspirations. And so, yeah, I spent a lot in retreat for about 8 years, right at the foot of near the foot of
It must have
Mount
been
Kailash, just
beautiful out
literally a
there.
stone's throw, and from Lake Manasravar.
Mhm.
Oh, incredible. I miss it so much. And the reason I'm not up there
Yeah.
at this point is because it was so high
Yeah.
up that it was literally frying my brain. This is what I discovered in
Right.
2019 when my husband passed away. My Tibetan
Right.
husband, he actually went into rainbow
Right.
body. Okay. That means he dissolved. He
Right.
managed to dissolve more than halfway into light, his body at death. He went into what's called tukdam, where, for 10 days, his heart was still warm, although you know, the body is dead. And, and it shrank to quite a small size, which is in a miracle. It's like a
Right.
miracle in itself for our time, because there were my other two masters who had been into
Right.
Tibetan masters who'd been into rainbow body every time in the last 1,000 years. They couldn't get into rainbow body
Right.
because of the degree of degeneration of our time,
Right.
because of all the satanic stuff going on our planet,
Right.
and the desecration of everything. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, so it was kind of a miracle, and
Right.
that in 2019 my husband
Right.
managed to go to the size of about an 8-year-old boy, and yeah, it was pretty amazing and very yeah, it's
Right.
really inspired me so much. This is I want to go into rainbow body
Right.
myself as a model of what is true for all humans. See, I don't. For me,
Right.
enlightenment is actually nothing special. It's just simple sanity. But very few people are sane in this
Yeah.
world, you know. So, I mean, it's like whether I'm teaching Reiki, whether I'm teaching EFT, or leading my retreat, Core Empowerment, which is the
Right.
retreat with Babaji, my Hindu master, and my Tibetan
Right.
master, both. me to lead, because I do seem to have a gift to help people have that first experience of what, um,
Right.
in Tibetan they call Rigpa, which is being fully present in the moment right now. And yeah, so through Papaji, I learned the technique of vichar, direct self inquiry. Like, who am I? You keep asking that question, and you see until you see there's no one left. And that's the answer. No answer, because you're empty. Yeah, the experience of emptiness. And yeah, because the thing is that there's only three aspects to a Buddha. Essentially. The first one
Right.
um, is emptiness, the realization of
Right.
emptiness. And basically, that's seeing the emptiness of your own ego,
Right.
your own separate self, that it doesn't really exist. It's only really a composition of thoughts you think you are. And yeah, so you have to ask yourself, you know, does a thought have a person? Probably not. No. So, in other words, what we are is empty. That's the first realization, emptiness. It's basic quantum
Right.
physics. There is solid matter. Everything is vibration, right? We know that even scientifically now. And that's what the Buddha already knew over 2,000 years ago. And so the second aspect of Buddhahood, after the
Right.
realization of emptiness, is what's called luminous clarity, which is the capacity
Right.
to